Good evening, parents. Welcome to another exciting evening with your SJCT. Our year is starting a little differently than we would have wanted, but I assure you, the amazing teachers of Giant Land are ready, willing, and able to make this school year exceptional and enlightening. Curriculum Evening is designed to share with you what to expect in your child's classroom. Your teachers will share materials needed, expectations from their work to their behavior, and how they will get your children through the curriculum. There are many different methods used in teaching, so you will experience the best my team has to offer. Please use this opportunity to ask questions and get the clarity needed in order for this to be your greatest year. I encourage you to communicate with your teachers and allow them to assist you. We are in a partnership, and I wish you all a great school year. This is Mrs. Lewis reporting from St. John's College, the distinguished school of choice. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to Curriculum Evening.
Hi there and welcome to Curriculum Evening.
Welcome to Curriculum Evening.
Welcome to Curriculum Evening.
Hello, welcome to Curriculum Evening.
Welcome to Curriculum Evening 2021.
My name is Father Enrique McCartney. I'm the chaplain of St. John's College and a member of Guidance.
My name is Jocelyn Smith and I serve as head of the Guidance Department. I'm wishing you an awesome year.
I am Joshua Cartwright. I am a member of the Guidance Department and I serve as the High School Guidance Counselor for this school year.
Hi, my name is Olivia Russell and I'm the Prep Guidance Counselor.
My name is Luke Gailey, Senior. I am a member of the Guidance Department.
My name is Bernadette Rowe and I'm the school nurse here at St. John's College. I'm also a member of the Guidance Department. I look forward to working with you this academic year as we keep our students and our staff safe.
We want you to know that our priority is that your children are well-rounded academically, socially, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. We look forward to working with each of you, and we are committed to ensuring the best possible outcomes for your children should they encounter any difficulties this year. If there are concerns, whether academic or emotional, that require more help, we can recommend outside testing and counseling. We truly believe that every child deserves the opportunity to be successful in every aspect of their life, and together I know we can make this a reality. Our tasks include group and individual counseling, classroom observations, parent conferences, parent-teacher conferences, referrals to outside agencies as needed, weekly life skills and career guidance classes, prep guidance classes pre-K through grade 6. Some topics include SMART goal setting, mindfulness, social skills, growth mindset, feelings and emotions. Our life skills classes grade 7 to 9 will cover topics such as anger management, conflict resolution, bullying, setting goals, time management, peer pressure, and self-esteem. Our career classes, grades 10 through 12, help students prepare for college and careers. Our topics include resume writing, study skills, applying for college, study strategies, and PSAT and SAT exam preparation. Guest speakers and videos will be used for all grade levels to assist with the understanding of a topic. Our offices are located upstairs above the cafeteria, and the clinic is next to the main office. Feel free to contact any of the counselors if you have any concerns about your child. We are here to help and support you. Some important dates to remember for grade 10, October 14th Community Service Video Project, due April 30th, 2022. September 25th, PSAT classes will begin, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., cost $150. The exam is scheduled for October 26. Grades 11 and 10, October 2nd, SAT classes begin. Time 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The cost is $150. November 4th is the registration deadline, and you can register at www.collegeboard.org. The exam is scheduled for December 4th at 8 a.m. The second sitting of the SAT is scheduled for March 12th. Classes will begin January 15th. Time 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at a cost of $150. The registration deadline is February 11th. No books are included. We wish you a great year and we thank you.
Damas y caballeros, niños y niñas, bienvenidos! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting curriculum night. Please allow me to introduce the amazing staff of the Modern Language Department. Here we have Senorita Kemp, the head of the Modern Languages Department and a Spanish teacher. Next we have Senora Brenes, the newest addition to the Modern Language Department. She's also a Spanish teacher. Here we have Senora Sims, the Spanish teacher for the Prep Department. And of course, we have Madame Emekwe, our French teacher. Bonjour, Madame. Bonsoir. Last but not least, we have the only male in our department, Senor Mponson. He's also a Spanish teacher. Some of the topics that will be covered throughout the school year for both French and Spanish include greetings and salutations, food items, expression emotions, verb tense and conjugation, listening comprehension, body parts, activities, daily routine, incidents and accidents, robbery and theft, past BJC and BGCSE papers, and a whole lot more. Please be advised that the Spanish textbooks throughout the Anglican Central Education schools have been changed, with Listos 1 being phased in for this new school year for grade 7. Listos 2 is being used by our 9th graders, and Listos 3 is being used for grades 10 through 12. No need to be alarmed. Grades 8, grades 9, grades 11, and grade 12 will still be using Avancemos 1 and 2 along with their workbooks respectively until they're phased out. Happily, the French books have not changed. Bien Dicte is still being used throughout all of our French classes. Please be aware that supplementary Spanish and French BJC and BJC booklets are used respectively for grade 9 and grade 12 students throughout the school year. If for any reason you need to reach a member of the Modern Languages Department, hey, send an email. We will do our best to ensure that we respond to you within 48 hours or less. On behalf of the staff, administration, parents, and teachers of St. John's College, thank you for spending this night with us. Adios, au revoir, good night.
Good evening, parents and students. I have the pleasure of introducing the Science Department. Our team is made of vibrant educators who will walk your kids through the fun science classes. First, we have a 20-year veteran and head of middle school. Welcome, Mr. Veracruz. He will be teaching integrated science. Next, we have one of the two-member Prasad duo and teacher extraordinaire. Welcome, Miss C. Prasad. She will be teaching integrated science. This next member is youthful, but has wisdom beyond her years. Welcome, Miss Sands. She will be teaching integrated science and biology. This member is committed to helping students gain knowledge of how chemistry affects the world. Welcome, Mr. I. Stubbs. He will be teaching chemistry. This member is the newest of the team, a dedicated teacher and a St. John's College alum. Welcome, Mr. K. Stubbs. He will be teaching integrated science and biology. Finally, serving as everyone's servant, I'm Mr. Jackson, head of department and a biology and integrated science teacher. In the science department, we offer integrated science, which is health and general science, for our grade 7 to 9 students. The health science curriculum includes topics that are, but not limited to, systems of the body, where we look at the muscular system, respiratory system, the skeletal system, the excretory system, the nervous system, and so on. Next, some general science topics include, but are not limited to, magnetism, simple machines, electricity, the carbon cycle, and states of matter. In the upper school, grades 10 through 12, we offer biology, physics, and chemistry. Students taking integrated science in grades 7 to 9 can purchase the Integrated Science Revision for grades 7 to 9 and the BJC compilation for health science and general science workbook. Both can be purchased at the school's bookstore. Grade 10 biology students can purchase the Biology for Senior High by Miss Charlene Carey, and grade 11 and 12 students can purchase the Biology 11 and 12 notebook. All students studying biology will need the BGCSE past paper compilation workbook. This workbook can be purchased at the school. Chemistry students can purchase the Chemistry for Senior High textbook by Neverlet Pearce. Physics students can purchase the Complete Physics for IGCSE. If you would like to speak to us on any matters discussed in this video, feel free to contact us using the following. Mr. Jackson can be reached at gjackson@acaschools.org. Miss Sands can be reached at asands@acaschools.org. Miss Prasad can be reached at cprasad@acaschools.org. Mr. K. Stubbs can be reached at kstubbs@acaeaschools.org. Mr. I. Stubbs can be reached at istubbs@aceaschools.org. And Mr. Veracruz can be reached at fveracruz@aceaschools.org. Good evening, everyone.
Welcome to the Practical Department of St. John's College. I am delighted to introduce the team of the Fabulous Five. Miss Cartwright teaches food and nutrition. Mr. Ferguson teaches music. Mr. Harvey teaches technical drawing and graphical communication. Ms. Jajalki teaches clothing construction. Ms. Ramakola teaches art. I would like to introduce you to the course of clothing construction, grade 10 through 12. Students will learn how to identify fibers and fabrics and care for them. They also will learn how to sew, finish garments, and alter patterns. The course concludes with the BGCSE examination. The deadlines and all the pertaining information in regards to the examination will be posted in a timely fashion. The required materials are a proper sewing kit. All detailed information for each grade level of clothing construction will be posted on PLUS portal. Family and Consumer Science is taught by both Ms. Cartwright and Mr. Jajalki. Mr. Jajalki teaches the clothing construction component and Ms. Cartwright teaches food and nutrition. The topics of home management, housing, as well as parent and child development are split between the two. The proper materials for clothing construction should be a proper sewing kit. Any additional materials needed for a sewing project will be announced ahead of time. Students should have an apron and proper hair covering for any practical assignment in food and nutrition. Specific lists of ingredients for practicals will be communicated before each practical. This course concludes with a BJC. Students will have coursework for clothing construction. Food and nutrition has a planning and a practical examination, and a theory paper will be combining all the topics for family and consumer science. Please check out Plus Portal, as all the detailed information can be found there. Music is taught by Mr. Ferguson. Mr. Ferguson also conducts the choir. Music grades 7 through 9 consists of both theory and practical applications. Students have the opportunity to sit the Royal School of Music Level 2 theory exam in grade 9. Music students of grade 7 through 9 should have a recorder and the Royal School of Music theory book. Please see the details on Plus Portal. Music grade 10 through 12 involves both practical and theory, and it concludes with a BGCSE examination. Students are encouraged to have their own musical instrument for the preparation towards the examination. The BGCSE examination consists of a prepared and an unprepared listening exam, practical performance, sight reading, and conducting. You can find all the detailed information for each grade level of music on Plus Portal. Please do not hesitate us via Plus Portal and let us ensure to communicate and collaborate, allowing each student to reach their fullest potential.
A pleasant good evening to parents and students of grades 7 through 12 Art and Design. I am Ms. Ramakola, the Art and Design teacher here at St. John's College. This is the basic list of materials required for all art students. Please note, students are not limited to this list only. Any special or necessary materials will be announced ahead of time. In this course, students learn about all aspects of visual arts through active experience, participation and performance, creative expression, aesthetic valuation, critical response, and interpretation. Grade levels 7 through 9 focus on both practical and theory applications. Students are introduced to fundamental concepts, techniques, and materials that will prepare them for the BJC National Examination that has a coursework component worth 50% of the final grade. Grade levels 10 through 12 focus on developing prior skills and knowledge of fundamental concepts through practical and theory applications, while emphasizing independent experimentation for preparation of the BGCSE National Exam that has a coursework component worth 50% of the final grade. All of the examination details, course outlines, and coursework information will be provided for you in both Plus Portal and the Google Classroom.
Welcome to Food Nutrition, grades 10 through 12 with Ms. Cartwright. For grade 10, students will understand food preparation facilities, sanitation, and safety. They will also show basic skills in food preparation, practice money-saving skills, and demonstrate efficient work practices. For grade 11, students will apply food presentation, demonstrate skills when serving food, understand the guidelines of the BGCSE planning practical and coursework assignment, demonstrate preparation in a variety of meats, breads, pastries, salads, and soups. For grade 12, students will apply nutritional and feeding guidelines that promote a healthy lifestyle. They will also meal plan in preparation and serving food. They will understand the Bahamian food culture and apply guidelines in practical and coursework assignment. Items needed for food and nutrition: a black or white chef hat and apron, a $30 book made by myself with notes that cover all topics for grades 10 through 12. A list of ingredients for practicals will be sent home in a timely fashion for parents to purchase. For the BGCSE practical component, the coursework normally comes out before Christmas. Draft and strict deadlines will be given to students. We will go through each question thoroughly. As it pertains to examination, there are 4 components: the BGCSE coursework, the planning paper, the practical paper, and the theory paper. All students will go in depth with myself. Thank you, and I look forward to a great school year. Feel free to contact me at the listed email.
Welcome to the technical drawing class with Mr. Philip Harvey. General objectives of syllabus. This syllabus is designed for candidates to develop an understanding and appreciation of technical drawing in the Caribbean Industrial Society, to discover and develop their talents in the field of technical drawing and related technologies. They will also develop technical problem-solving skills in technical drawing as related to materials. In addition, they will develop the correct and accepted technical drawing skills as demanded by industry. Throughout the course, students will have a working knowledge and understanding of computer-aided drafting applications. They will be aware of the career opportunities available in technical drawing and related fields. Finally, they will have a working knowledge and understanding of computer-aided drafting applications. These are some of the recommended equipments or materials for technical drawing. For a class of 20, any suitable classroom can be converted into a drawing room with addition of drawing boards. Some of these equipments include letter templates, building drawing templates, dual drawing desks, T-squares, set squares, protractors, scales, and French curves. They will also need a laptop for AutoCAD classes. They will need, in addition, hand towels or cheesecloth, a good eraser, and mechanical pencils.
Welcome to the Business Department. Our newly appointed business team members are Mr. B. Knowles, teaching Commerce and Office Procedures, Mr. I. Williams, teaching Accounts and Economics, and Ms. K. Kalfani, teaching Information Technology. Mr. M. Perek is the head of the Business Department and teaches Information Technology. Subjects taught that come under the Business Department are Commerce, Office Procedures, Economics, Accounts, and Information Technology. Commerce, Office Procedures, Accounts, and Economics are 3-year program studies geared towards students sitting the BGCSE. In addition, Commerce, Office Procedures, and Economics are coursework subjects. Information technology is a compulsory subject for grades 7 through 12.
Good evening and welcome to AP Psychology. In order to enroll in AP Psychology at St. John's College, students must have a grade of A or B in the BGCSE of Religious Studies. The Advanced Placement Program, AP, enables willing and academically prepared students to pursue college-level studies. Students succeeding in the AP examination are eligible for college credit and/or placement into advanced courses in college. The textbook used for this class is Myers Psychology for AP, 2nd edition. It is available on Amazon, and it also is available as a Kindle edition. Throughout the course, students employ psychological research methods, including ethical considerations as they use the scientific method, analyze bias, evaluate claims and evidence, and effectively communicate ideas. You can find a detailed course outline on PLUS Portal, and I'm looking forward to an exciting school year. Please do not hesitate to contact me via PLUS Portal and let us ensure to communicate and collaborate, allowing each student to reach their fullest potential.
Good evening and welcome to St. John's College Curriculum Evening. My name is Ms. Tara Adderley, and on behalf of the Junior High Language Arts Department, I will serve as your presenter for this Language Arts Department presentation. Let's meet the teachers a part of this exquisite department. First, our head of Junior High Language Department, Mr. M. Broussard. Next, our Literacy Coordinator, Ms. M. Bowe. And to start off our Junior High English Language and Literature teachers, Ms. K. Corbin, Ms. O. Lewis, and myself, Ms. T. Adderley. In this department, we are passionate and dedicated to ensure that our students fully grasp the necessity of knowing grammar and spelling rules usage, effectively display grammar and spelling usage in their work, can demonstrate and improve their comprehension skills, and gain an appreciation for language arts. This is why we do what we do. Now, we'll hear from our Literacy Coordinator.
Greetings. My name is Miss Maylene Bowe. It remains my joy and bliss to serve you in the capacity of Literacy Coordinator for the middle school. However, I do service some needs in the high school. My objective this year is to support our students through the continued practice of fundamental skills such as phonics to improve spelling, reading fluency, vocabulary, comprehension, and writing. As we did last year, we will continue to offer each middle school language class a literacy session every week. This proved to be very successful. I look forward to a productive year this year with our students.
Well said, Ms. Bowe. And now I will discuss the textbooks used in grade 7, 8, and 9. Let's start with grade 7. For language, we use the book, The Language Arts Success Manual by Simone A. Hudson, and for literature, we use the books Running Sheep by Cindy Lee, A Cow Called Boy by C. Everett Palmer, and the book Poetry Analysis Made Easy by Simone A. Hudson. The Language Arts Success Manual as well as the Poetry Analysis Made Easy booklet can be purchased at the school's bookstore. The books, Running Sheep and A Cow Called Boy, can be purchased at any local bookstore. For Grade 8 Language, we use the book, The Language Arts Success Manual by Simone A. Hudson, and for Literature, we use the books My Father's Son Johnson by C. Everett Palmer, Beyond the Tall Grass by Cindy Burrows, and the Poetry Analysis Made Easy booklet. The Language Arts Success Manual and the Poetry Analysis Made Easy booklets can be purchased at the school's bookstore. The books My Father's Son Johnson and Beyond the Tall Grass can be purchased at any local bookstore. Lastly, Grade 9. For Language, we use the BJC compilation of language past papers, and for Literature, we use the BJC compilation of literature past papers. These two booklets can be purchased at the school's bookstore. Also, for Literature, we use the books The Skin I'm In by Sharon G. Flake and Noughts and Crosses by Mallory Blackman. These two books can be purchased at any local bookstore. These are the skills taught in grades 7, 8, and 9. As English educators, we focus on the 4 main skills of English: grammar, writing, reading comprehension, and spelling and vocabulary. Also, as literature educators, we ensure that students recognize simple figurative devices used in poems, plays, novels, and short stories, develop an appreciation for literature from a variety of cultures, enjoy reading for pleasure and for information, and express their feelings and their responses to literary work orally and through writing. Language is literature. Lastly, the BJC assessment objectives. The BJC examination in English language will focus on the following 4 main areas. 1. Closed passage, that is worth 10%. 2. Reading passage, that is worth 35%. 3. Listening passage, which is worth 15%. And 4. Writing skills, that are broken down into 2 parts. A. The essay, that is worth 30%, and B. The formal letter, that is worth 10%. The BJC Literature Examination has 3 parts. 1. The creative expression, also known as the BJC Literature coursework, that contributes 10% towards the BJC Literature final grade. 2. The literary appreciation section, that is worth 35%, and 3. The prescribed text, that is broken down into 2 parts. A. Context and short answer questions section, and B. The essay based on text covered section, that is worth 55%. On behalf of my colleagues and I, we would like to extend our gratitude. Thank you so much for attentively listening to our informative presentation. We cannot wait to hear from you.
Hello, Giant Parents, and welcome to an exciting year with the Humanities Department. We are made up of 4 subjects: religious studies, social studies, history, and geography. The religious studies teachers for this year are Father Chester Burton, Mr. Leonardo Forbes, Miss Regina Hunt, and we welcome our newest teacher to the department, Mrs. Renetta Ferguson. The religious studies curriculum consists of the ministry and life of Jesus Christ, Paul's missionary journey, and introduction to denominations and religion. The textbook for grade 7 is Encounter with Jesus, Book 2. The textbook for grade 8 and 9 is Exploring Religious Studies in Bahamian Junior High Schools, along with a Good News Bible. The senior high school will use Encounter with Jesus, Book 1 by Reverend Father John Gabega, along with a Good News Bible. The Religious Studies BGCSE coursework this year is Love. It is a mandatory part of the BGCSE exam requirements and its first draft is due by October 30th, 2021. We welcome to our department Mrs. Abigail Isaacs, our new history teacher for the senior high school and social studies 7 through 9. The history text for senior high, History Made Easy, is only available at the SJC bookstore. The coursework topic for this year's history exam will be announced at a later date. Students will be guided by the help of their teacher to complete the coursework. They are expected to submit regular progress of their draft work. Welcome our geography teacher, Mr. Karim Diallo, and also social studies for junior high. The geography textbook for this year is Geography for CSEC Examinations. Geography coursework is an on-field study to collect real-time data. It is graded on 40 points, and students will be guided by the teacher as to topic requirement, presentation, and deadline for the coursework. Let's welcome our junior high social studies teacher and tourism teacher, Ms. C. Cash Hyler. The grade 7 will use the textbook Understanding Social Studies. Grade 8 will use Exploring Our History workbook and textbook, and Grade 9 will utilize Exploring Our Government Politics and Law Enforcement Agencies workbook and textbook. The BJC Social Studies coursework topic will be announced at a later date. Students will be guided on how to complete the coursework by their social studies teacher. Students will be expected to submit regular process of their draft work. If there are any questions or concerns, please feel free to email our head of department, Mr. Leonardo Forbes, at lforbes@aceaschools.org. Thank you for choosing the distinguished school of choice, St. John's College.
The St. John's College Physical Education Department is excited for yet another school year. Under the school's theme, Building on a Legacy of Excellence Through Perseverance, Hard Work, and Relationships, my team is dedicated to building on the rich tradition of hard work and perseverance. Meet our hardworking and dedicated high school coaching staff. Mrs. Johnson Smith, Mr. Malcolm Ramming, Mr. Christoph Wood, Mr. Narada Wilson, and Miss Rochelle Henfield, head of the Physical Education Department. As we continue to maneuver through this pandemic, our curriculum will focus on programs to develop the skills, knowledge, attitudes, and behavior our students need to lead a regular, active, enjoyable, and healthy lifestyle. This coaching staff has embraced the new teaching norm, and we're prepared to go full speed ahead with our exciting and unique delivery methods. While coping with the pandemic, our Giants have been engaged in various national sporting events. This shows you how dedicated, talented, and passionate our student athletes really are.
as they continue to build on the school's rich legacy through sports. As we eagerly await the return of our students, we encourage you to contact us if you have any questions. We will be delighted to hear from you.
Welcome back, parents and students. This is the Mathematics Department of St. John's College, where excellence is our standard. We have a dynamic group of teachers, so let's begin by introducing them. Mr. Edwin Embleton, our senior master, is also teaching grades 9 and 12. Our 17-year veteran, Mr. Sami Njenga, teaching grades 7, 10, 11, and 12. Mr. Glenroy Dixon, teaching grades 9, 11, and 12. Mr. Patrick Russell, teaching grades 7, 8, 9, and 12. Ms. Maisha Mortimer, teaching grades 7, 8, 9, and 10. And new to our team, Mrs. Magali Aklamanu, teaching grades 7, 8, 10, and 11. And I am your new head of department, Mrs. Shari Aubrey Lightburn, teaching grades 8, 10, and 11. Here are a few of our expectations. Please ensure that your students attend classes regularly, that they write neat and organized notes, that they submit their assignments on time, parents, and that they follow all the school's rules, and most of all, that they strive for excellence. Remember, they can achieve success through dedication and hard work. That's what we want for our students, to be successful. Here are a few of the BJC topics that are taught in grades 7, 8, and 9. These are the BGCSE topics taught in grades 10, 11, and 12. Parents, be sure that your students are bringing their supplies to virtual school, or when we get back in person, that they bring their supplies to classes. This is the STP Book 1 for grade 7, STP Book 2 for grades 8 and 9, the IGC SE Extended Book for grades 10 through 12, and the review booklets for BJC and BGCSE. Be sure to email any member of the department if you have any questions or concerns. We're here for you, parents, and we want to make sure that our students achieve success. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this year's curriculum evening at St. John's College, the distinguished school of choice. I am Mistress Mills Hepburn, Language and Literature teacher of the Senior High Language Arts Department, and I will be your guide for tonight's Language Arts presentation. Please strap in and enjoy the ride. First, I would like to introduce you to my illustrious colleagues, beginning with my wonderful head of department, the dynamic Mr. John Dolphin. Mr. Dolphin is the man that you want to contact if you have any major issues, questions, or queries about our program and curriculum, or as it relates to the department. Next, we have the keen Mistress Kelman Vaughn, one of our brilliant language arts teachers of grades 10 to 12. Following, we have the competent and charismatic Miss Kirk Tierrole, another senior language teacher and our debate coach. Then we have me, Mrs. Mills Hepburn, senior language arts teacher and dubbed tech wizard of the department. And last, but certainly not least, we have Miss Maylene Bowe, our literacy coordinator. Now, without further ado, I will begin this evening's presentation with information concerning our grade 10. There is a significant transitioning process our 10th graders sometimes go through as they shed their junior high skin and become senior high students with much more work, responsibility, and maturity. What are some of these changes and what will they look like? Well, first, they begin the BGCSE syllabus as we gear into preparing them for their BGCSE national examinations in language and literature. This means a bit more work, more extensive writing skills being learned, and assignments to test those skills, as well as more reading and expanding their thoughts, their horizons, as we challenge them to develop their critical reading, thinking, and responding skills. They will have to buckle down, and we ask and encourage them to put in their best effort as we meet them where they are and bring them up to standard over the next 3 academic years that we have together. But it's not all daunting, and there are things that both they and you can do to ensure a smooth, productive transition. To begin, as parents, you can make sure they have all of their required texts and materials for class. We will go through those later in this presentation. Also, ensure that they are up to date on assignments and have properly completed them. We also ask that you engage their critical thinking skills. Question them about their opinions on the things that they like. Why do they like this TV show or movie and that particular music? This helps them to get used to talking about their thoughts, their feelings, and their opinions, which is very important for language and literature at this level. Also, you can ensure that they go to enrichment classes. Built into their tuition is the school's enrichment program, where they can meet once a week with the teacher of their subject to enrich the lessons learned in the classroom, giving them added help, guidance, and materials if needed to ensure their academic success. Finally, please ensure that they get adequate rest and downtime and have the opportunity to unplug. Finally, let's talk about required texts. The first text that they will need is for language. It is Making the Grade, which prepares them for BGCSE inside and outside of the classroom. They will be using this text for the next 3 years. For literature, they need 3 texts. They are Gun Boys Rhapsody, written by Ian Strawn, The Chrysalids, written by John Wyndham, and finally, they will need to buy the poetry booklet, which is provided by the school's bookstore. And on that note, let me just give a quick announcement for all parents. We now have a new poetry booklet with updated poems from the updated BGCSE literature curriculum available at the bookstore. Great! Presently, let's discuss grade 11. This year's grade 11 students of set 1 will have the opportunity to sit the language BGCSE. If these students pass the exam in grade 11, they will move on to advanced placement classes for language in grade 12. And if they pass the advanced placement exam in the 12th grade, this could mean big savings for them as they begin their college careers by gaining them exemption from introductory English classes when they start college or university. Moving on to the required text for grade 11. The required text for grade 11 language is Making the Grade, which they should already have. Then, for literature, they will be reading A Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry and Carnival of Love by Ernestia Fraser. Finally, they will begin their BGCSE coursework in the final term using the text Still Standing by Michael Pintard. Yes, you heard that right. At St. John's College, we believe in preparedness and planning ahead. So, in the Trinity term, which is the final semester of the school year, grade 11 students will begin their literature coursework, beginning with the supervised piece which they will start in class during the final term. As we keep moseying along, we find our class of 2022, our terrific 12th graders. These students are gearing up for graduation, preparing for college, and to say their final goodbyes to us here at St. John's College. But they still have some time to go, so let's get on to it. As you already know, our 12th graders are preparing to sit the mandatory upcoming Language and Literature BGCSEs. As such, they must turn in their literature coursework, both pieces, by the end of the Michaelmas term. They would have begun this coursework last term and should have completed their first drafts either before or during their summer break. We begin working on revisions as of next week on those submitted coursework pieces, and then we move on to the second coursework piece to be completed by the end of this semester. Conversely, we have some 12th grade students that sat the language BGCSE last year and are currently enrolled in AP English. Please allow me to give a big congratulations to my former language class for their 100% passes on their language BGCSE last year. 15 A's, 5 B's, 2 C's. I am so happy for you and I'm so proud of you. Students not in AP English will continue to prepare for their BGCSE examinations in both language and literature, and we expect nothing but greatness from you as well. Grade 12 students and parents, the required text for language remains Making the Grade. For literature, however, we will be reading Carnival of Love by Ernestia Frazier, and we will be continuing to work with Still Standing by Michael Pintard as one of our coursework texts. Currently, the English department highly recommends for students to use An Evening in Guanima, written by Patricia Clinton Miacolis, as their second coursework text. However, we will give you the opportunity to use one of the texts from the list of options, and we will do our best to work with you if you choose to write your unsupervised coursework on one of those texts. Here is the list of supplementary coursework texts for your independent study. From the list of prose texts, we have Green Days by the River by Michael Anthony, An Evening in Guanima by Patricia Clinton Miacolis, and Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. And from drama, we have Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare and Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw. Here they are again in list form. Prose texts are Green Days by the River by Michael Anthony, An Evening in Guanima by Patricia Clinton Miacolis, and finally Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. For drama, we have Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare and Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw. Finally, for grade 12 literature this school year, we will be working on coursework, doing a study of our final text, Carnival of Love, and then we will review the other texts from the BGCSE curriculum that we would have done between grades 10 and 12. Review of these texts will begin in the Hillary term. Finally, a word from our lively literacy coordinator.
Greetings. My name is Miss Maylene Bow. It remains my joy and bliss to serve you in the capacity of literacy coordinator for the middle school. However, I do service some needs in the high school. My objective this year is to support our students through the continued practice of fundamental skills such as phonics to improve spelling, reading fluency, vocabulary, comprehension, and writing. As we did last year, we will continue to offer each middle school language class a literacy session every week. This proved to be very successful. I look forward to a productive year this year with our students.
Thank you so much, Ms. Bow, for that informative video presentation. I'm not the only tech wizard. Well, that's all, folks. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. Have a blessed evening.